For many of us, our fears are based in aspects of the unknown. Some examples of this could be things that we can't see, things that we can't predict, things that we can't even comprehend or understand. An aspect of the unknown that I struggled with the most was new things or new situations. I work in video production as an editor and a videographer, but when I first started, I wasn't doing anything really important, but it was still nerve-wracking to me because it was new and I had no idea what I was doing. This is the story of the first live production that I ever worked on. Before this, I had shot plenty of things to tape, and that meant that I could go back and edit out all the pieces that I didn't want people to see. But with a live production, whatever you shot is what people were going to see in real time. The show was called the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Christmas Parade, CHOA for short. It was held downtown, and we had to set it up super early in the morning. The problem was that I was working the night before the parade as well. I was shooting sports, and we didn't get off till about 11 p.m., and we had to be downtown to set up for the parade at 3 a.m. I ended up sleeping under a desk for about 2 hours before heading down to the parade to set up. Setting up for one of these kinds of live shows isn't that bad. Since it's just up the street, all you have to do is set the cameras up and run the cable up the streets. The rest of the time, you're just waiting for the parade to start. My job for the show ended up being a cable puller. Somebody who manages the wires coming out of the back of the camera so the operator can move around freely in a moment's notice. It was a lot to manage. Because of all the cable, all the people around us, and how often we were changing locations, it was impossible to keep the cable from tangling up. Before I knew it, my cable was in knots, and I couldn't undo it quick enough. I wasn't paying attention, and my camera operator got caught in one of the loops and ended up falling over. I knew I had messed up big time. I heard everybody laughing over the intercom system. I was helping my camera operator up and she was laughing as well. She was dusting herself off and she told me not to worry about it, that this was a live production and things like this were bound to happen. The rest of the show went on without any problems, and afterwards I went up to my camera operator to apologize again. She told me not to worry about it. She said even if you make mistakes, it's important that you get up and try again. I learned a lot from the shoot that day, and the kindness I was shown really stuck with me. It's one of the main things I take with me to any workplace I go to now. I learned that new situations aren't inherently frightening, and that the most important thing you need to understand is that your failures don't define you as a person. What defines you is your willingness to get back up and try again.